Due to the fact that this young lady specifically stated the African American title must die with Jesse Jackson. Native of Michigan here, right? I never learned that there was a congressional black caucus.
A lot of people are just learning about the Congressional Black Caucus and the power that they got, and we don't see them pushing for America. They always in some foreign business.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So in this video, we going at the CBC and their origin. If y'all know on my channel, I've been going at a lot about the CBC. Okay, we did a live last night and we went over how the CBC got 15 members that was linked to Epstein. We're going to dig further into that, but shout out to this young lady, this content creator, FBA, that did some research on the CBC and their motives and their goals. And I'm going to break it down and kind of interject and give what I think the difference is, but you got to bear with her because she uses the African American and African, and this is to everybody out here. When you use that, you're going to confuse people because people are not going to know who you're talking about. When you say African Americans and then you're saying African come to America, this confuses people. This is why nobody is confused about Jamaica, Haitian, the Brits, the Black. They don't, because it's nothing confusing. It's two continents, two so totally separate lands. So I just want y'all to don't get lost in the sauce, but make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get it.
Due to the fact that this young lady specifically stated the African American title must die with Jesse Jackson. Native of Michigan here, right? I never learned that there was a congressional black caucus. The Congressional Black Caucus was
Now, a lot of people are just learning about the Congressional Black Caucus and the power that they got, and we don't see them pushing for America. They always in some foreign business. And I go over this on my channel, so y'all already know they got a Caribbean caucus. The start of the Congressional Black Caucus was started with them sending money to Africa, doing business dealings in Africa from the start. So that's why this delineation is so important to us. But I'm going to break down what this lady's saying. I want to know what y'all think.
Formed in 1971 in the state of Michigan. The Congressional Black Caucus was formed by African Americans to go against the Republican form of government of the United States of America. The African Americans formed the Congressional Black Caucus to go against the Republican form of government of the United States of America. Africans came to America to go against Americans. Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution of the United States of America specifically prescribes that we are guaranteed a Republican form of government. I have to go back to foundational definitions in order to reverse the curse and lift the spell, right? One of the foundational definitions of a democratic government is a government in which foreigners rule or have authority over the natives of the land.
Now, how many times that I've been saying that on this channel, y'all? What reason why you would have to make me feel that I need somebody that's from a foreign land holding politics over me? This only makes sense for the establishments, for big businesses, for control. It doesn't make sense for the people. Nobody would do that. That's why they don't do it in other countries. Check it out.
The Congressional Black Caucus was formed by African Americans to go against the Republican form of government that Americans were guaranteed. A Republican form of government is the government in which the natives of the land have authority. So, as a Republican government, we, the American US citizens, have authority. A foreigner would not have authority over an American US citizen in a Republican form of government. It is only by a democratic republic that the Democrats, the foreigners, have authority over the natives of the land. This goes back to Noah's revealing of what's going to happen with Canaan. Noah told Canaan that he would be the slave of both Japheth as well as Shem. One cannot serve two masters, correct? That's what the scripture tells us. So, as a brown American, I was conditioned by the Congressional Black Caucus and the...
Now I get she's saying brown probably because she said in the video, and I put it closer, that the word black means death or dead or something like that. But the problem with her saying brown is that's what they use for Mexicans. So this is why delineation is important, because we're confusing people on our lineage and who we is. So many different names. That's why even if you're not for what we want to be called, we have to be all on one accord, especially when it comes to breaking curses and getting what's owed to us. But let me let her go.
African Americans, the Africans placed in authority or who fought for authority. As a brown American, I have been pawned out by the Black Africans. So I have been made to believe in these slave narratives. I have been made to believe that I come from African slaves, when the truth of the matter is the oldest DNA in my body is tied between American and Spanish Portuguese. I was taught to identify as a color I would never become. So if I would never be black.
So, and I get a lot of people are saying this, but this is the real information that y'all need to understand. There was an Indian tribe called a Blackfoot tribe. It predates our classification as black. So everybody is stuck on this color. They stuck on color, but they don't understand that this was started from a tribe, okay? It didn't start from a color. The Blackfoots was a tribe, and that's where they got that black from. They didn't just say, okay, I'm gonna name you guys black. They took some stuff that was already going on. That Blackfoot tribe was one of the biggest tribes here in America. Okay, so I'm tired of people want to use the color. Like it's not about color. Okay, it may be color for them, but it's not about color.
But at the same time, I'm brown, and therefore whites cannot represent me. There has to be a brown caucus formed. Now, going back to the facts.
Now, a brown caucus, see the problem with this is that it's not a classification. So this is what I'm saying. If you just want to get rid of the word black because you feel like it means something bad, that's cool. But just understand the origin, man. The Blackfoot tribe, we were using the word black before Europeans even started using that word. We were using it, okay? So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is we got to really, a lot of us don't care. We just want to agree on one accord. But what we can say is the CBC is definitely involved in putting immigrants to tell us what to do on our land. which is pretty. We don't want to deal with that. We don't want to dip. You can't do that nowhere else. We can't go to no other country and think we're going to have political power over the people that's from the land. This is what we're trying to overturn right now. So make sure y'all hit the link in the description that we canceling the CBC. We're forming our own foundational caucus. And I don't even want to call it a caucus because I don't like the name. But we're going to form our own institutions. We're going to get rid of this. This is a part of delineation, y'all. It's getting these black organizations that's not doing for us, and we have to form our own, kick them out, disregard them because they're plants, they're agents, they're here to keep confusion. But salute to everybody who, holding down the lineage and giving information to make us keep pushing forward. I am dropping a video tomorrow, but we do go live on Mondays at 10 p.m. and we speak on, it's basically a think tank, but it's on our Discord. We do go live on YouTube Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So make sure y'all tap in, man. It's at 10 o'clock. And we go over real substance, real things that's going to move us forward. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man, for tapping in. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
Community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.